You gotta do it in the most enclosed room or what?
Man, Frankie just came back with 2 tests. We gotta figure out how to do this. I don't want to get anywhere near his office, so I might make him just do it. Justin, you gotta wash your hands and make sure they're clean.
Well, as they're clean, I'm just wiping my nose with this rag.
Oh, that's great. Let's see here. What does it say? 2 tests with simple instructions. The tests tend to be used twice over 2 or 3 days. What? I didn't know that.
What?
It says this test is intended to be used twice over 2 or 3 days, with at least 24 hours and no more than 36 hours between tests. I didn't know that. God dang it, dude. If he has it, I'm gonna be so mad.
It's been like this, but it's been coming on for 2 days.
Do you feel like real snotty
Yeah.
and tired? More tired than usual?
Yeah, last night I was hot and cold.
Oh,
What year's
shit.
that C7 that you got?
I don't know.
C7 Magnuson.
I don't know, we're going to have to call him. Between a 14 to a 19. Does that help?
Jackwagon.
We need to call him.
Ooh, it's like a pregnancy test. I feel like I'm.
Don't.
Yeah,
But
it brings,
don't pee
it
on
brings
it,
back
dude.
memories.
If I don't
Yeah, don't piss on it.
It's cold as hell.
It is cold as hell. Welcome back, guys. We've got a good one for you today. Another C6 Z06. This one is a 09 with 39,000 miles on it. Mr. Becker sent it, I think from Wisconsin. Came down for our 700 horsepower package. It already had a lifter and cam slight issue, so you'll get to see it in this build.
What's happening, guys? How are you doing?
I mean, custom license plates are starting to fire up to get out of here. We had like 6 in a row. This is number 3 or 4 to go. Fire up, fire in the hole. I already put the startup file in it, so it should be good.
Every time, all the time is how it's supposed to be, right there.
That sounds
Burn like a kid.
fantastic. This car is too, I didn't realize it was this clean, bro.
That's pretty smooth.
No, I loaded the file earlier, dude. I didn't realize how clean the inside was. First time I sat in it. This one came in, we didn't even baseline it. It was already, the motor was hurt. It had a lifter problem or something, so I didn't even baseline it. That was the first time I sat in it when I loaded the file. Super clean. Oh, it sounds good. You know, the hood yet, dude? Go, then we'll back it out, and I got to break in the clutch. I'll take it to lunch, drive it home tonight, to break in the clutch, and hopefully tomorrow we'll dyno. Spin a few times,
Keep going, keep going. When you can
All
go
right, take it out.
overboard.
Take a break. Take a break and do the other one.
I guess that's what it feels like to get.
Go on.
Is he even in there? Bro,
bottomed out.
I see the tip. The tip's hanging
Yeah,
out.
you gotta
You're not
go
even
higher.
close.
You gotta go up.
It's bottomed out, motherfucker.
Go towards the opening. I think you gotta go.
I don't think he even got it close
You gotta
up.
go further.
What do you mean?
Did you touch up here? It looked like
Go
the tip
up
was
the
still down at the
Go
out.
up the canal like this way.
I did.
Oh. Okay.
Do it one more time.
What do you mean? It's gonna bleed.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes
then don't
it
go any
does.
farther then.
Sometimes it does. Just relax.
Oh yeah, he's getting it. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Justin.
Okay.
All right, you're
Oh.
good. Come on. Alright guys, hope you've been enjoying this video so far. Not sure how much of the build has been seen up until this point, but we are in Mr. Becker's 2009 C6 Z06. We got 39,000 miles on the odometer. He sent it to us from out of state. Sorry, Mr. Becker, I don't know what state it came from. But it came for our 700 horsepower package, but the engine was making noise when it came to us. And usually on the LS7 stuff, every once in a while you have they have a guide issue, so they have a valve problem. So most times when people hear noises in the LS7 motors, first thing they think of is it's a valve problem, like a guide issue. But that wasn't the case in this situation. We went ahead and pulled the motor out like we would do for our heads cam package anyways. And as we tore it down, we found the factory lifters were actually eating up, like the actual roller of the lifters were eating up on the camshaft. I think it had a couple lifters bad. The camshaft, you can see the lobe for each lifter that it was on. The lobe itself was getting grind off. It looked really bad. So as far as the short block goes, when that metal, from the roller gets, same with the camshaft, gets in the bottom of the short block, as a precaution, we went ahead and pulled a couple of the caps, and we saw one rod bearing that had some marks on it, and a few others that weren't just 100% perfect. So we went ahead and new rings, all new bearings on this thing, plus our 700 horsepower package, which is a full heads cam package. This car does have high flow cats on it, and as always, 93 octane. With the motor being out, customer said go ahead and put a new clutch in it. He wanted a soft pedal, so the clutch that's in this one is our McLeod twin disc, which we do run in a lot of vehicles. I forget what pressure plate we did with this one, but the clutch pedal does feel super nice. As far as daily driving, it's not gonna kill your leg. It does feel like stock. There's really no chatter either that much taken off from a light, so far so good. I dynoed it last week. It's been raining like crazy, so I hadn't had time to test drive it and actually put a whole bunch of miles on it. But we dynoed it last week, and I think final numbers were 585 to the tires. Again, this is our stage 2 cam we did in this. He didn't want to go with our big crazy what I call monster stage 3, stage 4 cam for the LS7, but as you can see, it's still rocking at idle, and this thing still sounds killer at a stoplight. Yeah, the torque numbers were great, and yeah, overall drivability for this car is just phenomenal. We did a stage 4 cam in another C6 Z06, which you'll see in a upcoming video. It made, I want to say this one made 585, the other one made right at like 603, and literally it's identical parts except for the cam. The cam's a little bit larger. It does have a little bit more bucking at low RPMs compared to this car, but that car had a factory clutch in it, so again, you'll see that video coming up hopefully in a week or so. But finally had a break in the weather. It's been raining like crazy last week, and actually it's supposed to rain again the rest of this week, so this is my only day to get out and do some street driving. So I wanted to at least get some footage of this with you guys, showing it driving, let y'all hear the way it sounds at idle cruising, and then hopefully if we have enough room we can make one little baby second or third gear pull or something in it. I am at the longest light in history again, so I will be sitting here for a little while. But yeah, like I said, that's another reason why we baseline cars that come in, because not every car is 100% mechanically sound before we start our package. Now, he knew it had some kind of issue with it when he brought it to us, he just didn't know what. So we didn't baseline this car, there was no baseline numbers. We just put it, when it was time to build the package, we put it right on the rack and just diagnosed it from there by pulling the motor out. But 39,000 miles in the interior of this car, you can tell the customer keeps it super clean. You can tell it's a garage car. The outside is super clean, and like I said, the inside, normally there's marks here, which there's a little bit of waves from someone putting their elbow, but nothing crazy. And the entire inside, the seats look phenomenal in this car. But it looks like I got a brake. Maybe we'll do a third gear pull first, just to make sure, because this thing is on stock tires, so there's no drag radial or nothing on it. God, these things run so good. Third gear, no traction problems. And they just make such good torque. That was at 3,500 RPM, stabbing it, and 427 cubic inches. It definitely helps with the torque numbers. These things run very well though from a second gear pull, if it'll hook up. Second, third, and fourth in these cars with around 600 rear wheel horsepower, it is hard to beat. I know I've said in other videos, but I would put this car up against any 5th gen, any 6th gen, or even like a Mustang making close to 750 or almost even 800 horsepower, just because of the power to weight ratio in these cars. And again, you got to be able to drive it though. You got to be able to bang the gears to do it. I'm gonna pull over real quick, save that log, and then we'll try to do one more. We'll do second gear, leave traction control on, and see how she does. This thing sounds like a monster at idle. Fueling looks good. Tune-up looks good on the street. And this package, obviously making 600 rear wheel horsepower, we are at the limit of the stock injectors. If we, if this customer wanted to do E85 or something to, try to get 630 or 640 or even 650 rear wheel horsepower out of it, we would need to do probably a different low side pump, as well as at the minimum bigger set of injectors in it. 600 rear wheel horsepower is like the limit of the factory LS7 injectors. I want to say that pull right there, we were like at 92% duty cycle, so we still got a little bit of wiggle room with this car making the 585 it made. So much fun to drive. These and the C6 ZR1s, I mean, we just finished one up the other day. It's pretty much like a bolt-on C6 ZR1. Headers, ported blower, and like an, obviously airbox and everything. And it made 701 to the tires, and it idles and drives like a stock car. I wish I had time to video that for y'all on the street, but the weather was horrible and we had to ship the car back to the customer. So I didn't get any footage of it, but hopefully Dean posts a video of it at least on the dyno and some of the build videos, hopefully here soon. But that car would have been fun to drive on the street on a tire. Same with this car. This thing with like a Toyo on the back of it, or like a Nitto, or even a Mickey Thompson second gear roll, they fly. I'm gonna try it with the tire that we're on right now, and we'll see how she is. But again, even with the size cam we have in it, I'll put it 6 gear, 1200 RPMs. I'm at 60 miles an hour. There's no cam surge or nothing crazy. You're not bucking forward and back. Now, our bigger camshaft, it does have a little bit more cam surge at the lower RPMs like that. All right, I'm gonna try second gear, traction control on. Oh yeah, spinning bad in second. For NA cars, these things keep pulling, man. They run so good. Yeah, second gear, it spun really bad. Traction control obviously took care of us. And then I short shifted into third and grabbed fourth, but Mr. Becker has a very nice car. I would recommend putting a Toyo on it if you plan on doing second gear rolls though. If you want to go from 60 and up in third, you'll be fine with this tire on it.
All the gray C6s are almost gone.
Man, we actually have, yeah, the ZR1 left. We got another ZR1 here though still. And then the Z06 Becker's is finished up. It's actually at the alignment shop right now. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's, again, the 700 horsepower package is my favorite for the C6 Z06, the LS7 platform. Making 600 rear wheel horsepower in an NA 427 with the size of the cam, the way it sounds is just, man, they're fun cars to drive. You can tell from this video, I was having fun driving it.
Hey, it's raining too.
There was a question on the YouTube from the last video. Should he get it? Someone's looking for a car. Should he get a C7 or a C6? What would be fun for you right now?
Oof. I mean, C6 Z06 or C6 ZR1, I would probably take over a base C7. Again, depends on what your future goals were for modding it. Yeah, something about it, like in this video, LS7 with heads and cam making 600 rear wheel horsepower is just, it's fun car to drive. Fun car to drive.
Always
It's starting to rain! As always, guys, those of you new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Those of you that follow the channel, I greatly appreciate it. Please give it a thumbs up, comment below, guys. Help that algorithm out so other people with C6 Z06s can see this video. Until next time, I'm freezing.